All right. All right, we're live. We are live. Good morning, everyone that's joining. Good morning. We have the update running here. We'll recap the night as well. Down about 3R, a little more. So not the best evening, but good morning, AP. How are you today? Depends on your setups as well, guys. Wizard passed 25k eval in the last 2 days as well. He's doing a couple different setups, but you're doing good. Awesome. Morning, James. Mayan. Morning. We got the update here. Pretty much finalized, so gonna probably send that over today, likely, to get that licensed. But yeah, we'll recap the night here. Took quite a few losses. That's okay. It was very, very choppy last night. Very choppy last night. First, we moved down heavy. About 300 points in the first 2 hours. And then started chopping. And it took another short, which on the heavy downtrend, you know, probably not a terrible idea. Got stopped out there. I don't have the swing points running. This is just straight normal Joey settings here on the update. So took a loss there. Then we started uptrending, and then it was chopping again. Took a long. This actually barely got stopped. So if you had swing points active, either would have put the stop here or here. Sometimes it won't put the stop loss at the actual nearest swing point because like it's not registering that as a swing point. So you either would have put it here or down here. Either way, it would have hit a 1-to-1 there with swing points active. Then we go on here. Took another short right below the 200 EMA. Lost. Took a long right here, full TP. That was a nice long. You could have even stretched it for a little bit more there. Looks like it hit 1-to-1, 2-to-1, probably would have hit 3-to-1 right up here as well. That was at 1 in the morning. Had a short here for a 1-to-1. Looks like it might have hit 2-to-1. It really probably depends on your entry. Stop loss probably was here, I would assume. Yeah, so it looks like it probably missed that 2-to-1 by like a point, pretty much. So overall, good trade there. Just missed it by a point. Then we had a long here. And this one hit 1-to-1, then break even. Another long up here. And this one stopped out. Again, if you have swing points active, you're gonna get different trades because, or slightly different trades, I should say. Because like this trade here wouldn't have been stopped out yet. You'd still be in it up until here, so it would have voided this trade because you'd still be in the other trade, right? Short down here, stop out is what it is. Then a long, stop out. It just I mean, this is really choppy in here, right? I mean, it's pretty gross. I'm not gonna lie, very, very gross. Like, you can't really expect anything to do good in here. Even manually trading, I would say you can't expect it to do good in there. So, that's it though. So, couple partial wins, one full TP here, and we're down about 3R, little more. But again, it really depends on your setup. Hold on, I'm just gonna blank my screen to make sure I'm not gonna share any DMs privately, okay? All right, we're back. So in the Discord here, go to the testimonials. You can see Wizard plus 2,600 continued from earlier today. See above. This was yesterday night. Just funded a 25k Apex account. Almost enough to fund a 50k account in less than 24 hours. 200 risk per trade across the 3 charts. And he has a setup for gold, YM, and NQ. YM made him about 1,000. Gold made him about 500. NQ about 100. And he said he's not going to likely share his settings, because one thing you guys got to understand is Wizard has been around since like our gasoline trader, which if you don't know what that is, you haven't been around that long, right? Gasoline trader was our first ever product, first ever algo. So he's been around the whole time. He understands that you need to test, right? Like if every one of you in here takes maybe an hour to 2 hours this weekend, or let's just say once you get the update, hopefully this weekend, you take 2 hours, you go on YM, and you change some swing points, you change some fair value gap sizes, you might find something really cool. You go onto a gold chart, fiddle with settings for 30 minutes. You might find something cool, right? It doesn't take that much work. That's how I found the Joey settings. I literally went into the settings here, and I'm like, okay, let me change the swing strength that's default at 20 to 10. And let me change the swing high, low, minimum ticks that's usually default at 100 to 50. So I divided them in half. And I'm like, oh, those are pretty good results. That's about it. Here's a little look though at what these settings will look like. Have 4 filter options, added a filter. Okay. It's a little more customization. So got the indicator filter, that's tuned. Okay, so shouldn't be getting any more trades, you know, below the EMA that's a long or whatever. Like I should respect that. Perfect. Profit settings, we have a few different profit settings in here now instead of just 1-to-1, 2-to-1. So that's good. Have the place stop at nearest swing. Again, sometimes it won't place it actually at the nearest swing. And that's just because the algo or NinjaTrader won't even recognize it as a nearest swing, because maybe it just formed, or you know, stuff like that. But generally that works pretty good. We have flatten a market close button, so if you're in a trade, it'll flatten by that point. Stop loss offset, someone was asking about that. So stop loss offset, break even stop, 1-to-1 still. All these features are the same. Got rid of the on sim button because you don't need it anymore. With regards to the left open orders, done a lot of chat with Ben, and it's really a NinjaTrader issue with algos. So there's not a ton we can do, but we did add a kill switch. So if it ever recognizes that, you know, you are in a trade with no TP or stop loss, or you get into a trade, maybe it hits you out because it's the wrong quantity because NinjaTrader bugs, it instantly terminates that trade, instantly closes you out. So you won't just be left in a trade, you know. So more of a kill switch there. Everything else, pretty much the same, just done a lot of fine tuning. So if you guys have questions, please let me know. Market did open here. So I will be, you know, trading myself also. So I'm going to watch some stuff here. Yeah, if you guys have questions, please say it in the chat. We did sweep London high not too long ago. We are above the 50% level. 50% level is at 439, as well as an hourly low at 404. It's pretty volatile here on the open. I would like to see maybe a retracement back to the upside, and then a move lower, or just move down here, bounce off the 50% level, or sweep something and look for a long. But yeah, hope you guys are all having a good morning so far, and excited to get the update out. We're pretty much again fully finalized here. Gonna try and send it over to get licensed sometime today, and then as soon as that's done, it's yours. So likely next few days, I'd say. So if you guys have questions about the update, please say it in the chat, because it's easier for me to, you know, talk about it here than type in the Discord. So let's see. I actually wouldn't, well, we're not really close to any hourly points here. I mean, we need to move at least 100 points up or down to be close to sweeping an hourly high or low here. You could also watch ES here. ES has an hourly high at 816, still pretty far away for ES. Hourly low at 771. Still smart to work with the replicator even after the update. What do you mean replicator? Are you talking about the sim leader trade copier thing I mentioned? Yes. I would say, I mean, if it's working for you right now and you have no issues, you might as well keep doing it. That's my thought. If it's working right now, you might as well do it. But what we've added is a kill switch. So if for whatever reason NinjaTrader bugs out, like yesterday, market was crazy volatile, right? It seemed to happen to quite a few people because the market was crazy volatile. NinjaTrader gets buggy when it's that volatile, with algos especially. So you know, if you were in a trade yesterday with no TP or stop loss, it instantly kills the trade. So that's what we've added. So instead of, you know, you're left in a couple contracts, whatever it is, just should kill you automatically. Yeah. Because again, done a lot of chat with our developer, and it's literally NinjaTrader. Like, there's really nothing we can add to have have that never happen, right? That's just what happens with NinjaTrader algos sometimes. So, but there's a kill switch, automatically shoots you out. So, and then we've again fine-tuned break-even stops. So that should be, you know, good, because sometimes the break-even stop, again, NinjaTrader just won't read for whatever reason. Works most of the time. Now it should work all the time. The indicator filter should be fully fixed. Again, worked most of the time. Sometimes you'd get trades like a long below the 200 EMA when it's only supposed to short. That should be fixed, right? Some just tunes like that. And then again, we've added the nearest swing points, which should be a cool feature. Again, it's not going to be as simple as, oh, let me just click the nearest swing point stop and I'm going to instantly make more money with my setups, right? Because that's not exactly how that works. Because the stop loss is going to be bigger, you're going to have to reach more profit for the 1-to-1 and 2-to-1. So some days that might help you out a lot, and some days it might, you know, be a lot worse than the regular default. So it'll require you to do a little digging for some potentially new setups, right? We do have a bullish SMT here. with NQ and ES. That doesn't look atrocious, but yeah, I don't see much. Morning, Tom. How are you this morning? Watching this 30-second inverse for value gap, but along here would have just hit about 10 points in profit there. But it really, it's not really off of anything. It's basically off of an SMT and then an hourly bullish for value gap, but there's no sweep or anything. So, but that's working. That's up 20 points. I'd be break even if I was in that now. So we'll see what would have happened there. Great, awesome. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, that 30-second is working there. Is working. And I mean, that had maybe, I mean, yeah, that's looking like it's going to be a win there. Yeah, so that would have been a win. That's kind of a bummer. I was watching that, but wasn't the best setup. So wasn't the best setup. Had a SMT. You had some momentum, quite a bit of momentum, but no like hourly liquidity sweep or anything. Just bouncing out of an hourly for value gap. But yeah, that would have been a full 1-to-1 right there. Just hit. Just hit. That's okay. There'll be better setups. There will always be more better setups. Yeah, we are running the update for anyone just joining, so feel free to ask questions about that. Bit of a red day overnight in the overnight session there. Just really choppy overnight, you know, if we zoom out. Like in this area where we got a lot of our losses here, I mean, it's very choppy. We moved from about 80-point range there, but it's just super, super choppy. We're kind of chopping on the open as well, so I don't know. There's not too much so far to go over. We've moved about 90 points total so far. But yeah, nothing great. Nothing great. think it would take this short if it got below this gap, but we'll see. I don't believe it would. Yeah, no sweep or anything, so. No sweep, so no trade. Unless you really change your swing point settings, and maybe it would count this as a swing point. But you'd have to really change it quite low. Man, we are kind of we're in a range, guys. There's really not much here for us. Really not much. I haven't taken anything manually either as of now. That 30-second long honestly wasn't terrible because we also, I mean, we slept a 15-minute low with an SMT, so it wasn't, you know, it wasn't my hourly lows that I like, but it's still not an atrocious trade. Probably would have been good to take, but good stab, I should say. Yeah, we're in a tight range. We have PMI news as well at 10. That's red folder, it says. So, yeah, PMI at 10. This 1 minute just inverse as well. I don't really like it too much. Might work, but it looks something like this. Long here. Stop right here. Maybe probably just shoot for a 1-to-1 in this range. So it'd be it's working. It's working. Ninja Trader froze again. Did our whole... Bruh. Okay. There we go. 1-to-1's there. I almost took this, but I didn't. Almost took it. Again, it seems like it's working. I'd be break even right now, so... And I'd be targeting pretty much, yeah, that 80... Probably 81. 81 I'd be targeting. Yeah, that worked too. So 2 setups where I almost took it and I didn't, and they both worked for a 1-to-1. Kind of annoying, not gonna lie. Almost took this, and I almost took the 30-second. Both of them won. Oh, that's ripping now. It would have just hit basically a 2R, 2R on that trade. Oi, oi, oi. If it formed an SMT between NQ and ES at the low there, then I would have probably taken that, but our next hourly high is up at 688. Wow, guys, I'm almost feeling FOMO, but I mean, it wasn't really a good setup. If, you know, ES made a new low here when NQ held this area, I probably would have taken that, but besides that, it's really not that great of a setup. You got this trade? When was the last time you restarted NinjaTrader and cleared your cache and all that? I also need to do that, actually. Two R, nice, 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 nice. 2R, good stuff. Good stuff, guys. Yeah, my things. Wait, I don't even think. Oh yeah, my Autotrader got disabled. Which is kind of weird. Let me try and re-enable it and see. Hold on. I don't know when it got disabled there. See if it took it. Hold on. Hopefully NinjaTrader does not freeze on us here. Okay, so it didn't take it there from me, but it took a long up here. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting there. Glad you guys got the win though. Update didn't take that, at least on my end, so. Wasn't a terrible trade. It wasn't great though. Yeah. Technically in a long from here though. It is an interesting long. It's from a long, from 2 in the morning, but done for today. Awesome. If you guys do make some money this morning, feel free to post a little testimonial. Helps us out, but I'm feeling some FOMO, I'm not gonna lie, even though I would have just gone for a 1-to-1, let's be honest. But ES almost sweeping an hourly high here. One-to-one is likely around like 655 on this trade that it's in here, right here. Yeah, it did not take that trade on the update for me. So it's all right though. Not every trade will be identical. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. Hourly high on NQ is at 688, and ES is at 816 here. So we're getting pretty close. Getting pretty close here. All right, that's ripping still. So even the long that the update took here. Reason we're not in this is because it just reloaded, but you'll see here if we keep pushing up a few more points, it should say 1-to-1 hit. Yeah, right there. So profit target hit there. So a win there on the update as well for the 1-to-1. So that ended up ripping, guys. ES did sweep an hourly high. Shorts are valid. Shorts are valid. And to think I almost caught a 30-second at the low. Yeah, if you guys caught any wins, it does help if you post a little bit in the testimonials. Still down from the whole overnight. Still down a little bit, but not much. Like one more trade winning, and you're back break even. So. Two to one has still got probably up towards 700 is where that second TP is on this trade. So. Again, ES swept hourly high at 816, and Q did not sweep the hourly high at 688. So there is a bit of divergence there. But I like shorts. If we can see a little bit of selling come in, because right now we're just we're ripping. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 green candles in a row on ES. 10 green candles in a row. But ES and NQ are pretty synced up right now, which is pretty good, I would say. Pretty good. We do have high impact news actually in 3 minutes, so probably would wait for that. There's it, still pumping here, still pumping. Wow, guys, if you caught this long, with all this momentum, that's definitely something you could have dragged those TPs and gotten a crazy amount extra. If you wanted. That's hindsight, obviously, right? But almost sweeping this hourly high on NQ at 688. Almost there. The 2-to-1 is, yeah, likely right around 700 on this long trade, so still a bit away. Still a bit away. And there's the sweep. There is the sweep. I'm very, very, very glad some of you caught some wins, though. What a move. Again, shorts I'm watching for manually right now. Not interested in longing up here. I'd be watching for a reversal to the downside again for a quick scalp, right? 1-to-1 probably. Maybe leave runners because of the momentum so far, but definitely looks like a day where you could probably capture, 100 points or so on a trade fairly easily. So we'll see. This trade's getting close to that 2-to-1. Again, right around 700, 705. Here's high impact news though. Here's high impact news. Again, do I want to let this trade come all the way back 70 points on me and hit me out at break even? Not really, but a bit of a spike there. All right, so we're still in this trade here. It's really close to that second TP. Again, watching shorts personally, manually, I should say. Okay, we're getting momentum here. Do we want to hold these gaps is the question and continue up? Or, I don't know, what do we want to do? What do we want to do here? We are seeing a little bit of selling though. We are seeing a bit of selling, so. Didn't hit that TP. Again, we hit 95 there. TP was right around 700. Seeing a bit of selling here. First selling we've seen in the last, 20 minutes after the rip up. All right, buy wick there out of that gap. So really the first fair value gap we've pulled into on this rip, and we're getting some buying. So getting this gap right in here. So we're seeing some buy wicks. We're also seeing some selling too. All the buying here is getting a little bit hit with some sells. So I don't know. Still getting some buying out of that midpoint of the iFVG. Uh-oh. We also did technically sweep the low of the data wick. So we might go for that data high. Technically, it's not really a good data trade, but just speaking straight, if we're just looking at the data candle, we should probably go sweep that high. SMT on ES and NQ there. SMT. It's a block. Yeah. Swept the high there. No more SMT. And we might just continue ripping. And, if we continue ripping, I'm not going to take a trade today, probably. No hourly highs until 893 now. Also, we just hit second TP there on this trade. So, full TP win there for us as well. We didn't catch this one. I don't remember if we rebooted or NinjaTrader froze, whatever it is, or it's just the update didn't take that. But full TP there, so real nice. Getting an inverse here, technically. Is obviously not going to take a short up here with the EMA filters, but this would be a risky entry if you wanted to try a short. If you really like shorts, you could take it here. I'd be watching more of this gap. Policies affect markets more than demand and supply. Yeah, I mean, it affects the overall market. That's, yeah, I mean, from a big thesis or a big picture, that's what affects the market the most. With another $500 day with SBS, so he's got to be like pretty much a day or two away from getting a nice payout with Tradeify again. That's awesome. That is awesome. So yeah, short here is valid. It's just riskier because I'd be watching this gap, the lower gap first, and we didn't even close there actually. So one of the best short traders. An interesting thought there. Can you explain what you mean by send the update over for licensing? Yeah, all of you guys have license keys. When you purchase the product, you get a personalized license key. That's just so we don't have to, you know, take your, get your NinjaTrader machine ID and import it ourselves, and helps it be a bit more of a secure file. So it's just more of an automated process. So we send it over to our licensing guy, and then when you purchase the Autotrader, you get your license key, import your license key, you download it, all that. 2 days away from getting another payout. Awesome, Tom. When you get that payout, you post about it, all right? Yeah, this is NinjaTrader. This is NinjaTrader. Tom, if you get another payout, what size payout would it be? Looks like your accounts are, 2 of them are up to 159. Those you could probably withdraw, what, like 3-4 grand from? And then your other accounts, so maybe not quite there to pay out yet. So maybe a $3,000-$4,000 payout on 2 accounts, so $6,000 to $8,000. That sound about right? That'd be great. That'd be really good. That short entries now, by the way. Two accounts can withdraw 3K each. That's awesome, yeah. Another 6K. What would that put your payout total from SBS at? Because you've gotten, what is it, 2 6K payouts from SBS so far? So 12K. Will this make it 18? Or is that right? Five trade by, yeah, straight to fund. Yeah. Hey, you can tell your friends whatever you want. Would be 12K. Gotcha. Couldn't remember if you've gotten 1 or 2 6K payouts already. That's awesome still. Even if trading is just a little side hobby for you, right? An extra 12,000, 18,000 a year, even that, right? That's good side money. So especially if you get confidence too over time, to get even more accounts as well, right? Like if you had 20 Apex accounts, right? 20 Apex 50K accounts or something. Even if you just got a $1,000 payout per account, right? That's 20 G's. So we're getting hit with sells here, guys. We're getting hit, but also every time we really drop, we're getting bought as well. So not really sure. I mean, I like shorts, but Nvidia right up at 200. Oh, Palantir, man, taking a big hit lately, down at 183. Let's see. Broadcom is up. AMD up a bit this morning. Amazon a little flat. Google up pretty well this morning. Meta flat. Tesla down. Okay. A little mixed. $500 a month from trading is a lifesaver, I bet. I mean, for anyone, an extra $500 a month is good. Can't complain about more money, right? Cannot complain about more money. Every time we dig lower, we get a lot of buy wicks. You can see it there. This gap I marked out for you guys. I think gold's gonna be 38, 39. It's a good prediction. Oh my. Every time we get hit lower, getting a buy wick. There it is again. If we go up any higher, I'm just probably gonna walk away. If we like make a new high a day. Don't think we're gonna get any more trades this morning though. So I think, yeah, I think that's probably over for the morning. Cut the short manually for 800. Awesome. From the top one I was calling out up here, this one, that's good. A little risky because we had this gap you're taking it right into that we're still respecting, but we're gonna call it here though, guys. We're gonna call it here. Thank you all for joining. Got one nice win on the live. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for joining again. I'll see everyone tomorrow morning. Be safe. I'll see everyone later. All right. See you guys tomorrow.